Aries, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle. Welcome, everybody. This is an energy reading for Aries, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's Aries collective energy. So even if you don't know you have prominent Aries placements, that's okay, because if you're drawn to this message, it's because the energy has, well, attached itself to yours. You've called it into you. And there's something that you need to hear in this message at the time that it connects with you. And this is where the message begins. Dream the world into being. What do you think? What do you think? Dream the world into being. You're creating something new and you're letting a past go. So you're at a crossroads. There is an energy here of, not that you don't want to move forward. In fact, you are facing forward. Well, that's it. He's facing forward. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right. 3 plus 8 equals 11. You're awakening to a whole new version of yourself or your life experience. But there is still those remnants. However you're attached to them, there are still those remnants of the stuff that you have to put away, the stuff that you have to walk away from, the stuff that you have to allow to die. And you can kind of see that in the background. You can see this sort of the hinted at or suggestion of the skull shape. Meanwhile, you have little lizard that's there, reminds us of life and vitality and fun and playfulness and shedding that old skin. You're not completely dying. You're just allowing those pieces of yourself that no longer serve you, no longer fit you, to stay in the past where they belong. So Aries, we're going to start with that energy. As I divide the deck, please remember that whatever card falls out, it's just going to stay where it lay. That's part of the process. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do provide those. Please go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule everything right there. You'll get your reading within 24 hours. And if you haven't yet, please remember to subscribe to the channel. And also, after you've subscribed, ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you can know when I go live and do free tarot card readings for the public on my channel, which I often do. And if you want more frequent public tarot card readings, then please join the memberships, because it's not public, it's just memberships. But I do a lot of members only live chats, so you can join those too if you are a Harmony or a BWOV member. Lots of options, guys. Aries, nothing else is coming out. They'll speak of the devil, right? Let's cleanse the energy. There you go. So we have the past, which is there's but it's not too far in the past. So let's get into it. Be at home, something to do with family, something to do with your comfort zone. Here it is. Still, like there's a past, so something to do with home, okay? And then we have love is all around. So feeling safe, feeling comfortable, feeling in a comfort zone, knowing how to be loved, feeling loved, and being loved, maybe even being celebrated, or there's some sort of love here that has to do with the family and the home. Dream the world into being. I don't know why you're leaving this in the past. I don't know why this has to be the past. But when family shows up, especially when it's accompanied by love is all around, it's almost like the universe wants to give you this message. You are so loved with where you come from that you really do have the strength to take it anywhere you choose. And so even in memory, there is strength because there's the memory of the good things, the fulfilling things, the love. Aries, somebody out there needs to hear this. They love you. You are loved. You will always have a place of belonging. Now go and live your life and take that life forward and live, because it's through your love and your connectivity that does not break. Love does not end, right? If you've ever been somebody who's had to grieve, you know love does not end with the physical passing. If you've had to grieve a relationship, you know love does not end with that last phone call or that last kiss or that last note or text or the breakup. So there is this sense of love is eternal. There is something here that just wants you to know, go forward and take me with you. It's your moving forward. It's through you moving forward that I stay alive. Because your life and my life will always be connected, because I still love you. And in doing that and setting that mindset and put that mindset in, like take on that persona, it's going to help you get over that hump that was tethering you to the past and making you feel obligated to stay in the hurt and the pain and the suffering. Because a lot of times we cling to the hurt and the pain and the suffering because that's our last experience with whoever we broke up with or whoever we lost, in whatever way we lost them. We cling to that because it was our last experience, and how sad that is, because I'm sure there were so many other experiences, and that's the reminder. So many other experiences here. I filled you up. Now go use that fuel in the right way. And Aries, if anybody knows how to use fuel, it's you. Let's do the 7-day play-by-play, Aries. I'm going to get day 7 and see how this ends up. See how this finishes up. What is the conclusion, or how are we entering the week after? 7th day. 7th day. 7th day. Let's come out. Let's get into day 1. Day 1. We have the 4 of Cups. So not sure, not certain, not ready to look up and see the love that's being offered. And this would be you. This would be Aries energy. This would be a sense of, I want confidence. I have confidence. I have confidence in you. It's almost like looking into the future at the expense of the past. Because the only way I can look, it's like the only way I can look into the future is by ignoring those offers in the past, or what didn't happen, or those uncertainties, because that's the only way I can move forward. And that is absolutely not the truth. Or you're just ready. You're just ready to not make a decision and leave something unanswered and have the strength to sort of look and invent your own solution, right? Like create your own path forward. Okay, what's day 2? Walking away. 8 of Cups. This would be the full moon. Where I'm doing this reading on the full moon, so think about where you were. Release it. Let it go. So it's like you don't want to hold on to it anymore. You don't want to hold on to something anymore. That's when the Eight of Cups comes out. There's discontentment here. There's lack of interest. There may even be apathy or a recognition that there are a set of cups that are never going to get used anymore. So why hold on to them? It's time to clear out that clutter, Aries. And you may actually be able to do that really by getting rid of stuff. You can help yourself get rid of those blocks in your mind by getting rid of stuff. Actual stuff. What about day 3? We have the Seven of Swords, which is somebody stealing something from you. Somebody taking, somebody undermining you. Somebody or overthinking or not realizing all that you've lost, or suddenly realizing all that has been taken and starting over, leaving it behind, letting it go. This is rare for Aries, so you got to know that this is a monumental decision to let go, to not fight. Take it. Take it. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move on, away from all the quibs and all the losses and all the fear. I'm going to move away from that. I want to travel lightly. So it's almost like, thank you. Thank you for taking what you took from me, because now I get to move forward, liberated and free. There is no fight. I won. You think you won. This is the trick. I won. I won because what you stole off my hands was actually stuff that was keeping me down. It was stuff that was holding me back. And you think, oh, I'm winning. I'm getting all this. But I want to go free. I want to be free. And stuff just holds you down. So it's almost like, let him have it. The way to win this battle, third day, the way to win this battle, Aries, is to let him think they won. And let him take and walk away with your shit. There's liberation, there's freedom, and there's a new start here for you that you need to trust right now. What about day 4? What about day 4? What about day 4? We have the World card. It's like you've accepted that something is completed. This is when you really feel like something is finished and you're willing to accept that there is a new world or a new chapter that is opening up for you. There's really a sense of completion and finishing a task. Could this be a global change of some sort? Yes, but I think for you, this is much more personal. This marks by day 4, a time in your life that you're now willing to accept, I've completed it. It's not over because I've lost. It's over because I've won. I've completed it. I've finished the level, right? There's no more for me to do here. I just got to move on. So what's day 5? Day 5 is feeling stuck, working hard, but feeling like you're getting nowhere, treading water, or realizing how much shit you have to work through still in the beginning of chapter 2, you know? Okay, that can happen. Or feeling like in some ways what the message I'm getting is, I don't know what to do with all this. You still don't know how to put all the new stuff into order. Or feeling like I haven't gotten anywhere. Let's see if that stays. Yeah, confusion. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Something isn't moving. Something isn't. It's like, oh, I got all this momentum. I'm ready. And then I'm like, oh, but I'm like, other shit isn't moving along. Okay, so day 5 is kind of frustrating. What about day 6? It just doesn't mean you shouldn't keep moving in a new direction. What about day 6? What about day 6? What about day 6? What about day 6? The Tower. I actually like that for day 6 for you, because in some ways you might need to shake shit up. You might need it. You might. What is the Tower? What's happening here? What's the Tower? What happens? What's the Tower? 4 of Cups comes back. This sense of whatever you ignored or thought you could leave behind in the beginning of the week comes back again. You've got to confront it. You've got to take it. You've got to take this offer. A Tower happens, and it's almost like it makes a decision for you. It makes the choice for you. Because you know what? That little cup that you weren't ready to take a hold of in the beginning of the week, now it's the only one left. And that's okay. Your decision will be made for you, Aries. The inevitability. Maybe even love. But clarify the Tower, though. What is happening? What is it? It's some sort of bad idea or bad decision, or like bad talk, criticism, something critical. Yeah, I don't know if it's a letter or it's a DM or something like that, whatever it is. There you go. Let's get a moon card in celebration of this full moon that's happening as I do this reading. Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces, a completion before the cycle is completely done. A sense of releasing a lot of emotions that you've held on to for too long. This sense of, yes, I'm ready to move forward, but I also need a plan. I also need to know how it's happening. Okay? Balance spirituality and practicality, and what else? Because I got to understand more. Believe in the impossible. How do you balance spirituality and practicality by believing in the impossible? You keep moving forward and you keep figuring out how to make something work. Because the impossible will come through and it will happen. And a good example of balancing spirituality and practicality is that sense of clearing out the clutter, clearing out physical clutter, getting rid of physical clutter to start moving the spiritual energy again. Like, that's a practical way to influence the spiritual world and to balance those out, to let what you need spiritually balance something practically. Or learn the practicality to help influence, right? As this sense of, okay, I know I'm doing this, but what's the plan? I don't know the plan. Well, first and foremost, believe it's real. Now we have this blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Clarify. What happens? What happens? Something is going to happen that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to tell you that right now. Queen of Swords. A decision is made because you realize there's been some laziness involved. There's been something that's very lazy, that's not challenging, that's lethargic. And this is a sense of, how do I move on from that? This recognition of, that can't work for me anymore. That can't work for me anymore. I can't keep letting this take all that time. What's this all about? For Aries, please. What's this all about? We're going to get into day 7. Come on over with me to the extended. The link is down below in the description box, or I'm going to continue this message. The link is also pinned to the top of the comment section, or you can just head on over to my Vimeo channel, Born Without Boundaries Tarot on Vimeo. I'm going to go into day 7 and begin. Orphaned, you feel left alone. So this is definitely something, a place you've never been before. But the first thing is to accept that this is what it is right now. And it's a change for you, because maybe you don't have anybody else's advice to take right now. I'll see you there. Oh boy. Missed my little stick. I'll see you guys there.